Reporting from the Q Television Centre with news from your region. We are the first for news that matters to you, locally, regionally and nationally. This is QTV News.
This is the Lifestyle News brought to you by QTV. I'm James Devlin. The police have reissued an appeal for information about a serious sexual assault on an 8-year-old girl in Newry 20 years ago. The girl was playing with a friend close to Barcroft Community Centre on the 10th of June 1994 when she was approached by an unknown man believed to be in his late teens or early 20s at the time. He separated her from her friend and took her to an area of woodland within Daisy Hill Nursery where he assaulted her. Following extensive inquiries, the police now believe that the assailant approached and spoke to 2 young boys who were playing within the community centre grounds before his attack on the girl. Detectives are keen to identify and speak to these 2 men who'd now be aged in their 20s or 30s. They're also keen to identify and speak to a man and woman who were walking in the Daisy Hill Nursery area during the early evening of the 10th of June 1994. Detectives believe this couple may have been approached by a young boy who was distressed and asked for directions to Barcroft Community Centre. A 23-year-old serving soldier has been charged with murdering a corpse from Ballymoney at their army base in Shropshire. Jeffrey McNeil was found dead at Clive Barracks on Saturday. Richard Farrell will appear in court in Telford today. Dr. Richard Haas has told the United States Congress that violence could return to daily life in Northern Ireland. He was giving evidence after the American government asked him for an update on the peace process. Dr. Haas was critical of both divided schools and communities and said that without further progress, Northern Ireland can't be considered a good example of peace building. He says the plans he left for the parties here are still viable, even though his negotiations ended without a deal on New Year's Eve. Well, that's the latest. Stay up to date online with Lifestyle and listen to Q Radio.